Family is meant to be safe. Yet the closer they are, the more influence they have over your emotions. Coachfavor teaches. Not everything belongs on the table. Not every thought deserves exposure. Not every detail of your life is for their consumption. Every piece of personal information you reveal is leverage someone else can use. Your calm, your focus, your sovereignty. All of it can be chipped away if you fail to protect what matters most, your peace. Peace is not given. Peace is defended. The philosophy of privacy. Coachfavor principle. Privacy is a form of self-mastery. Every boundary you establish reinforces your internal sovereignty. When you share too much with family, you create emotional currency they can spend against you. They may guilt you. They may interfere in your decisions. They may inadvertently or intentionally manipulate your mental state. Walking in the Spirit externally begins at home. Your inner calm is your first battlefield. If you cannot protect your thoughts, your finances, or your ambitions from those closest to you, then external mastery is meaningless. Thing 1. Finances, guarding your power. Money is power. Coachfavor doctrine. Never reveal exact income, debts, or savings. Never allow discussions about money to become emotional leverage for others. Family members can unconsciously weaponize information about your finances. Guilt trips, we raised you, you owe us. Expectation of handouts, if you can afford that, surely you can help us. Undermining independence, you can't manage money, let us advise you. Psychological analysis. When family knows your financial status, even subtly, they begin to expect influence over your choices. They can exploit fear, pride, or obligation. They may unconsciously question your competence. Coachfavor teaches. Your finances are strategic resources, not emotional stories. Reveal only what protects perception and independence, never what invites control. Tactical execution, finances. Vague transparency. Share only general ranges if necessary. Exact numbers give away leverage. Neutral response patterns. If asked about money, reply calmly, briefly, and without justification. Avoid explaining spending or investment decisions. Limit emotional attachments to money conversations. Treat inquiries as information exchanges, not moral judgments. Reinforce independence subtly. Occasionally highlight achievements in ways that signal competence, without giving details. Example, I'm managing it, everything's fine. Observe reactions for leverage. Watch for subtle cues of control-seeking, judgment, or manipulation. Use this observation to adjust future disclosures. Real-world example. Imagine a parent asks, "How much do you make now?" Answering directly can trigger request for loans, unsolicited advice, emotional pressure. Coachfavor strategy, redirect without conflict. I'm managing things carefully, all is under control. Notice the words are neutral, unchallengeable, and protect your peace. Thing 2, relationships, emotional boundaries. Who you date, trust, or confide in is not open territory. Oversharing creates emotional pressure points. Coachfavor teaches. Family may judge your choices. Compare your relationships to theirs. Interfere with unsolicited advice. This interference is rarely malicious, but it chips away at calm and autonomy. Psychological analysis. Humans instinctively attempt to influence those they care about. Family may subconsciously seek to assert moral or emotional control through knowledge of your personal relationships. Emotional triggers emerge when opinions are shared. Comparisons create guilt or insecurity. Unsolicited involvement can subtly undermine confidence. Privacy in relationships is tactical. It protects mental stability and prevents unseen manipulation. Tactical execution, relationships. Minimal disclosure. Share only milestones, never ongoing struggles or intimate details. Control the narrative. When asked about a partner or friend, focus on neutral, positive points. Avoid discussing conflict, emotions, or insecurities. Guard emotional investment. Do not allow family opinions to influence your attachment or decision-making. Observe probing patterns. Track repeated questions or attempts to extract details. This highlights where influence may be attempted. Strategic sharing. Only release information that strengthens perception of independence and maturity. Real-world example. A family member asks, "Are you seeing anyone seriously?" Coachfavor strategy. "I'm focusing on growth right now, everything else is progressing as it should." Notice, no conflict, no invitation, no emotional leak. Your peace remains intact. Interlude, why privacy feels wrong at first. Family culture often encourages oversharing as intimacy. Coachfavor teaches. Oversharing is emotional liability, not intimacy. Every detail you reveal can become leverage against you. Protecting peace may feel cold, but it is strategically necessary. The principle, your sovereignty over your life is more important than appeasing curiosity. Step-by-step integration, first 2 domains. Step 1, map vulnerabilities. List financial areas you share with family. List relational areas you share. Step 2, decide boundaries. Determine what stays private. Determine what can be shared without leverage. Step 3, establish neutral communication. Use calm, brief, factual responses. Avoid emotional engagement in sensitive topics. Step 4, monitor reactions. Observe attempts at manipulation or control. Adjust boundaries silently. Step 5, reinforce internal sovereignty. Meditation, reflection, and journaling strengthen the calm needed to maintain these boundaries. Family knows your face, your history, your patterns. They know your triggers. They know what pushes buttons. They know how to provoke, even unintentionally. Coachfavor teaches. Peace is not accidental. It is defended. It is tactical. Every thought, emotion, or struggle you reveal gives them leverage to shape your life. Thing 3, mental health struggles, guarding your vulnerability. Vulnerability is not weakness, but it is a tool in the wrong hands. Coachfavor principle. Family may not consciously exploit your struggles, but exposure shifts. Expectations. Interactions. Emotional energy. Oversharing can transform concern into control. Psychological analysis. Human nature drives us to respond to distress in others. Even well-meaning family members can try to fix you against your will. Offer unsolicited advice that triggers guilt. Shift focus onto themselves or your dependency. Coachfavor teaches. Your internal battles are your private domain. Expose them only when it strengthens perception, influence, or control. Tactical execution, mental health. Selective sharing. Only confide in trusted allies outside the family structure. Neutral responses. If questioned about emotional struggles, "I'm handling it carefully, everything is under control." Guard emotional energy. Avoid discussions that drain mental stability or invite unsolicited judgment. Observe reactions. Watch for attempts at manipulation or pity, both erode your sovereignty. Strategic disclosure. Share progress or resolution only, never ongoing struggles. Real-world example. A relative asks, "You seem stressed. Are you okay?" Coachfavor strategy. "I'm taking the steps I need. Everything is on track." Notice, neutral, controlled, maintains authority over your mental state. Thing 4, personal goals and ambitions, protect your strategy. Ambitions are power in action. Coachfavor doctrine. Sharing goals too early exposes them to criticism, pressure, subtle sabotage. The closer family is, the higher the chance of unintentional obstruction. Psychological analysis. Oversharing reduces perceived competence. Creates opportunities for unsolicited influence. Shifts focus from execution to justification. Coachfavor principle. Goals are strategic assets. Execution matters more than explanation. Walking in the spirit externally. Keep goals close. Reveal only milestones. Avoid discussing challenges or failures. Tactical execution, ambitions. Silent execution. Work on personal projects without broadcasting progress. Controlled sharing. When milestones are reached, announce briefly and confidently. Observe behavioral cues. Track reactions to disclosure to evaluate potential interference. Reinforce autonomy. Avoid advice that subtly shifts priorities or introduces doubt. Leverage privacy. Silence creates expectation, revelation signals mastery and competence. Real-world example. Family asks, "What's your next career move?" Coachfavor response. "I'm focusing on what needs to be done." Results will speak for themselves. Notice, maintains independence, shields plans, protects peace. Thing 5, conflicts and opinions, maintain emotional sovereignty. Your thoughts on politics, religion, and family dynamics can provoke unnecessary friction. Coachfavor principle. Oversharing creates arguments. Emotional exhaustion. Shifts in relational dynamics. Control over disclosure preserves mental stability. Psychological analysis. Family interactions often unconsciously aim to test boundaries. Opinions can trigger debate or judgment. Conflicts can shift authority. Emotional volatility reduces personal calm. Coachfavor teaches. Neutrality is not avoidance, it is strategic defense. Discretion maintains dominance over your mental environment. Tactical execution, conflicts. Observe before responding. Do not react immediately to provocations. Minimal verbal engagement. Speak only to clarify, never to justify. Redirect conversations. Move discussions away from sensitive topics using neutral cues. Control disclosure. Share your viewpoint only when it strengthens authority or peace. Anticipate reactions. Predict possible judgment or emotional manipulation. Prepare neutral responses. Real-world example. A family member says, "I don't agree with your lifestyle choices." Coachfavor response. "I understand your perspective. I'm managing things carefully." Notice, no argument, preserves peace, maintains sovereignty. Integrating all 5 domains. Coachfavor principle. Your peace is cumulative. Financial boundaries prevent leverage. Relationship privacy protects emotional autonomy. Mental health confidentiality preserves stability. Ambition privacy prevents interference. Conflict discretion prevents unnecessary chaos. Walking in the spirit means internal mastery first. External influence second. Leverage and authority third. Peace maintained at all levels. Advanced tactical execution, full integration. Map vulnerabilities. Identify family behaviors that exploit curiosity, judgment, or control. Establish boundaries. Decide which information is safe to share and which is private. Neutral communication patterns. Calm, minimal, and non-committal responses protect mental energy. Observe reactions. Watch for attempts to manipulate emotional state or decision-making. Selective sharing for leverage. Release information strategically to signal control, competence, and independence. Reinforce internal sovereignty. Journaling, reflection, meditation, maintain internal calm. Long-term discipline. Consistency ensures family respect for boundaries, lapses invite intrusion. It is fragile. Even after establishing boundaries, old patterns will test you. Even subtle curiosity can become leverage. Coachfavor teaches. Maintaining your peace is a strategy, not a one-time act. Boundaries are only effective if reinforced consistently. The philosophy of reinforced privacy. Family dynamics are a system. Curiosity, concern, and judgment are constant. Emotional energy flows in predictable channels. Overexposure allows influence to creep in. Coachfavor principle. Boundaries are invisible shields. They are maintained not by confrontation, but by discipline and subtle signaling. Walking in the spirit externally now evolves into strategic emotional defense. You are calm. You are untouchable. You are unseen, but unassailable. Strategy 1. Pattern reinforcement. Coachfavor doctrine. Consistency creates respect. Every boundary you set must be enforced repeatedly. Every neutral response strengthens perception of control and calm. Tactics. Repeat the script. Reuse neutral, concise phrases when probed. Example, I'm managing it carefully. Predictable boundaries. Family learns which topics are off limits. They no longer test them. Observe compliance. Track subtle reactions to determine who respects your boundaries and who does not. Real-world example. A relative asks repeatedly about your finances. Coachfavor response, all is under control, I am focusing on priorities. Same words, same tone, every time. Consistency signals authority without argument. Strategy 2. Emotional self-defense. Coachfavor principle. Emotions are your most vulnerable point. Family can trigger guilt, pride, or obligation, deliberately or unconsciously. Tactics. Internal pause. Before responding to emotional triggers, pause mentally. Recognize the potential manipulation. Detach from reaction. Observe, do not react emotionally. Your calm becomes an invisible shield. Anchor in principles. Remind yourself, your peace is tactical. Your control is non-negotiable. Use selective engagement. Respond only where necessary. Speak concisely. Avoid argument. Long pause. Real-world example. A relative says, you should help your cousin financially, you have the means. Coachfavor response. I'm managing priorities carefully, I'm focusing where it matters most. Neutral, firm, and non-emotional. Deflect guilt without confrontation. Strategy 3. Control disclosure. Coachfavor principle. Information is psychological leverage. Over-disclosure equals vulnerability. Control disclosure equals authority. Tactics. Only share when necessary. Protect sensitive areas, finances, relationships, mental health, ambitions, and conflicts. Time your sharing strategically. Release milestones, not processes. Frame information to reinforce autonomy. Example, I've achieved X. I continue managing things my way. Observe reactions carefully. Use their responses to reinforce future boundaries. Real-world example. Family asks about a new project. Coachfavor response. Progress is on track, I'll update when results are clear. Maintains privacy. Demonstrates competence. Reduces interference. Strategy 4. Preventing subtle manipulation. Family may not intend harm. Yet, emotional leverage can subtly erode your calm over time. Coachfavor teaches. Subtle comments, repeated questions, or concern can shift emotional equilibrium. Early detection allows neutralization without conflict. Tactics. Track patterns. Who asks probing questions repeatedly? Who responds emotionally to your boundaries? Preempt emotional hijacks. Redirect conversations. Change topic neutrally. Exit discussions gracefully if repeated intrusion occurs. Maintain invisible authority. Calmness and consistent boundaries make manipulation ineffective. Real-world example. Family member insists. You need to talk to us about your plans. Coachfavor response. I'm progressing steadily, I'll share updates when necessary. Neutral. Non-provocative. Protect autonomy. Strategy 5. Long-term boundary reinforcement. Boundaries must evolve over time. Family curiosity grows as circumstances change. Life events may trigger probing questions. Emotional pressure can resurface. Coachfavor principle. Boundaries are dynamic shields. Long-term discipline ensures peace becomes expected, not challenged. Tactics. Review boundaries regularly. Assess which are effective. Adjust to life changes. Consistency across topics. Finance, relationships, mental health, goals, conflicts. Uniform enforcement prevents exceptions. Leverage silence as power. Silence communicates control. Avoid unnecessary justification. Reward compliance, address breaches strategically. Praise respect subtly. Address repeated intrusion neutrally and firmly. Psychological reinforcement, why it works. Coachfavor doctrine. Humans respect consistency and predictability. Invisible authority signals competence without confrontation. Privacy creates mental clarity, enabling strategic decisions free from emotional hijacking. Long pause. Walking in the spirit externally requires internal mastery first. Peace is a resource. Boundaries are weapons. Consistency is leverage. Not everyone will accept your silence. Not everyone will respect your boundaries. Some will push harder. Some will test you repeatedly. Some will try to provoke the old version of you. Coachfavor teaches. This is the final test. Not when you create peace, but when peace is challenged. Because peace that cannot survive pressure was never peace. It was permission. The final evolution, becoming untouchable. There comes a moment when family realizes something has changed. They notice. You explain less. You react less. You reveal less. And they feel it. Not as rejection, but as distance. As control. As authority. Coachfavor principle. When you master privacy, you master your emotional environment. You stop living reactively. You start living deliberately. This is the transition from emotional exposure to emotional sovereignty. Advanced strategy 1: handling persistent intrusion. Some people will not stop asking. Not because they hate you, but because they are used to access. Used to emotional visibility. Used to influence. Coachfavor teaches. You do not fight intrusion. You outlast it. Tactical execution. First. Never break pattern. If your answer is come today, it must remain come tomorrow. Example. They ask again. Why don't you tell us anything anymore? Coachfavor response. I share what is necessary. Everything is under control. No anger. No defensiveness. No apology. Just calm certainty. Second. Do not over-explain your boundaries. Explanation invites negotiation. Negotiation invites erosion. Your boundary is not a debate. It is a structure. Third. Accept temporary discomfort. They may react emotionally. They may accuse you of changing. They may attempt guilt. This is predictable. This is temporary. Consistency removes resistance over time. Advanced strategy 2: neutralizing emotional guilt. Guilt is one of the oldest tools of emotional control. Family may use phrases like, "We just care about you. You don't trust us anymore. We are family." Coachfavor teaches. Guilt only works when you accept emotional responsibility for their expectations. But your responsibility is not their comfort. Your responsibility is your peace. Tactical execution. First. Acknowledge without surrender. Example. I understand your concern. This validates emotion, but does not surrender control. Second. Reinforce calm authority. Everything is being handled properly. This closes the door. Third. Do not reopen discussion. Silence after authority reinforces finality. Advanced strategy 3: creating invisible distance. Distance is not physical. Distance is informational. You can be present and still be private. Coachfavor principle. Proximity does not require exposure. Tactical execution. First. Speak about neutral topics. Daily events. General observations. Avoid personal depth. Second, redirect emotional conversations. When discussion becomes intrusive, shift focus calmly. Example: that's handled. How have you been? Third, control emotional expression. Not coldness. Calmness. Calmness prevents probing. People probe emotional instability. They respect emotional certainty. Advanced strategy 4, reclaiming narrative authority. When you overshare, others begin to shape your narrative. They interpret your decisions. They assign meaning to your life. Coachfavor teaches. Privacy restores narrative dominance. You become the author again. Tactical execution. First, reduce unnecessary updates. Silence creates authority. Second, announce outcomes, not processes. Example: not, I'm trying to start something. Instead, I've started something. Completion signals competence. Third, do not defend decisions. Defense signals uncertainty. Certainty ends discussion. Advanced strategy 5, permanent internal peace. Peace is not silence. Peace is control. Control over reaction. Control over disclosure. Control over emotional access. Coachfavor principle. Your mind becomes your final territory. Protected. Stable. Untouchable. Tactical execution. First, practice internal pause daily. Before responding to anything emotional, pause. Second, observe emotional triggers without reacting. See them, but do not surrender to them. Third, remind yourself. Peace is power. Every calm response strengthens your authority. Every withheld reaction protects your sovereignty. The transformation others will notice. Over time, family will stop asking certain questions. They will stop probing certain areas. They will adjust to your structure. Not because they were forced, but because they learned. They learned your boundaries are permanent. They learned your peace is protected. They learned your authority is real. Coachfavor teaches. Respect is trained. Through consistency. Through calmness. Through silence. Integration, the 5 protected domains. Now everything connects. Your finances. Protected. Your relationships. Protected. Your mental state. Protected. Your ambitions. Protected. Your opinions. Protected. These 5 domains form your internal fortress. Every boundary reinforces the structure. Every calm response strengthens the walls. Every moment of discipline protects your peace. The ultimate truth about family and peace. Family can love you. Family can support you. Family can care deeply about you. And still have influence that disrupts your peace. Not intentionally, but inevitably. Coachfavor teaches. Peace requires personal responsibility. Not emotional availability. Not unlimited exposure. Not constant explanation. Peace requires discipline. Privacy. Control. Final tactical reinforcement protocol. Memorize this sequence. Pause. Observe. Respond calmly. Reveal selectively. Maintain consistency. These 5 steps protect you permanently. Use them daily. Use them without exception. Peace becomes your default state. Not temporary. Permanent. The final warning. Most people never do this. Most people remain emotionally exposed. They explain everything. They justify everything. They surrender their peace for approval. Coachfavor teaches. Approval is temporary. Peace is permanent. If you protect your peace, you protect your mind. If you protect your mind, you protect your life. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not even family. Especially when access costs you your peace. Protect it. Silently. Consistently. Permanently.